Torontonians took to the streets today to protest the presidency of Donald Trump. Protesters say they marched to demonstrate against Trump's controversial campaign rhetoric.
Hundreds of people turned out in the rain and chilly temps, many of whom said they had never done anything like this before.
It's my very first protest, and as I'm getting older in life, I just felt that it was very important to speak out as an individual against evil. I'm not very political. I just think Donald Trump represents the worst in humanity.
We are the 99%!
They chanted slogans like "We are the 99% and gay rights are human rights." They carried signs with messages like "Dump Trump." Many people say they're afraid for the future, especially on behalf of women and minorities.
When Donald Trump was elected, the air kind of changed. I know my mom, she even called me the next morning and she just said, I feel scared walking down the street now because Donald Trump being elected has just kind of made bigotry and racism and xenophobia and like sexism just allowed.
The protest started out small at Nathan Phillips Square and then moved to the Trump Tower at Bay in Adelaide, where there was a strong police presence. Some of the messages were not just against Trump, but directed to Canadians, urging Canada not to be complacent.
We have a very inclusive and tolerant society, and we don't want that to change. You got to say right away, whatever's happening in the States, that's not acceptable here. We're not going to tolerate it from the get-go.
Some wondered if protests like this would do any good at all, but expressed the hope that those in positions of power, politicians and lawmakers, are listening and agree that Donald Trump's values are not Canadian values.
I'm concerned that Donald Trump's winning as president has legitimized a lot of the negative things that we can see here. I'm worried about what could happen to my country, and I wanted to send a message, not here, not on my watch.
One person at the rally was arrested for assault. No one else was detained, and there were no injuries.